Hi people, Blue UK Jazz Dance. Welcome to Rebirth of the Cool Volume 1, dedicated 110% to my legacy. You have a date here, 1986, 1988. 1986 was the heyday, supposed to was a heyday of my styles of soul jazz, Latin jazz, jazz house, and the emergence of my bebop style, yeah. Well, I want to identify to individuals. Unfortunately, it was a golden year for me, 1986. It was a year where I tapped into once in a lifetime opportunity and I worked for it, blood, sweat, and tears. I came to be the co founder, the co creator of the first ever cooperative contemporary dance company in Manchester. Yeah, I co founded it. I was a co-founder, co-creator, and a cooperative member. This company was set up by a woman called Sue Molson, and it developed from the youth group she had. She had a senior youth group and a junior youth group, and it was called Manchester Dance Theatre. And Manchester Dance Theatre is renowned for developing Manchester's best and finest contemporary dancers, administrators, dance coordinators, animators, anybody involved in dance in some way. Yeah, Manchester Youth Dance Centre helped to develop this. Now, we were set up in 82 by Sue Molson. By 83 I joined it. I was one of the first two blacks, one or two blacks to first join it when I first went there. We had gone there, me and a friend called David Rosario. We were exceptional UK jazz dancers already. David and myself are very much into contemporary art already because we'd studied jazz. Yeah, and we discovered experimental jazz. We was into experimental jazz as well as swing jazz, as normal soul jazz and all that. But we were very much already into experimental activities, and we were looking for opportunities in dance where we could expand that, and contemporary dance is where we went. Okay, now most people went to jazz. That you need to understand what we did. I went to ballet. I was doing tap behind the scenes, African. I was doing Caribbean dance behind the scenes, people. Yeah, I wasn't doing commercial jazz till much later on because contemporary came, and contemporary dance was the focus for what I wanted to develop. Yeah, and I was involved in that, and what it takes to be a professional dancer I already honed from being in my own company, Body Function, from 1980, and that started in 1975. When I first started to dance in 1975, the first jazz funk, that's when Body Function was developed by me and my brother, my older brothers. Yeah, is important, and it had a number of evolutions from 1975 to 86. It had a number of evolutions, Body Function. I developed wanted to be a professional dancer already from within that, but I also developed it from sports. And what I did, I transformed or transferred my sports prowess knowledge, experience, and skills to my dance prowess knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And it was shown in this period between 1986. It was shown I was technically one of the best dancers that Manchester Youth ever had between that period. And this period was a period of experimenting. I had a blue lab here. I had a number of blue labs. I had blue labs at home. I've always had a lab, a dance lab at home. I told people, you need to understand, where did the dancers dance? Where did tap dancers dance who lived in houses? So the Nicholas brothers, if you look at a picture of them, they have a levee in their home. They practice in the home. They practice the musicality in the home. They studied in the home. They had home tutoring and all that. I had that. You need to understand that. Yeah, but I always had a lab, and the labs were inside and outside, because sometimes you, like mixed martial arts today, you want to experiment with ideas using props. That's what I did, and the whole idea of using props came from football, and it came from martial arts, because props enable you to develop certain experimental ideas you have for the development of your body and your dance form. You get what I'm saying? And most importantly, when you're like me, back in the day I was doing a lot of sports and dances, you want to fast track your learning, and you want to have certain exercises that give you pinnacle performance at all time. Do you get what I'm saying? Very, very important for people to understand.